Najani monyenye, weko maemana na majae, magoma kwe, najani monyenye, monyenye na dolo. Siwa waro manyo, ebo, iyo. Bamena emana na majae, na mukae, najani monyenye, yaunde emana na majae, na mukae, najani monyenye. Duala, najani monyenye. Kaluwa emana na majae, na mukae, najani monyenye, monyenye na dolo. Yawa usigale mistabongyo. Siwa nikano manyo, najani monyenye. Kaluwa emana na majae, na mukae, najani monyenye. Matusamye, mangamatu, najani monyenye. Kamere manarane majae, na mukae, najani monyenye. Ekono mangamatu, najani monyenye. Ketuwa manarane majae, na mukae, najani monyenye. Une, kinja manana, siwa nikano manana. Oye, Camerone. Oye, Camerone. Oye, manara mukae na majae, najani monyenye. Oye, manara majae na majae, najani monyenye. Monyenye na dolo. Mamua manara majae, najani monyenye. Mamua manara majae, najani monyenye. Monyenye na dolo. Mawo. Siwa nikano manyo. Oi. Yaunde manarana majae na mukae, najani monyenye, monyenye na dolo. Siwa wakano manyo, ekano manyo, najani monyenye. Airuja, mangamatu, najani monyenye. Wale manarana majae na mukae, najani monyenye, monyenye na dolo. Wale manarana majae na mukae, najani monyenye, monyenye na dolo. Najani monyenye. I will reach my place.
Ladies and gentlemen, another beautiful day, taking you over to the program The Profile on your #1 TV station. This time around, remember that we have been perusing the corridors of the Southwest region. And of course, after having gone through issues of health, profiling, the functioning of some health institutions in the country, this time we move on to another stakeholder who has stood the test of time when it comes to creating impact in the society. This time it's more of an iron lady, a woman of substance who has devoted her life in bringing about change within the community. Welcome to the seaside resort town of Limbe, where The Profile will be talking with some personalities, especially a woman, so to say, and we'll be getting to know exactly what she has to offer. It's no other person than Honorable ETOMBI IKOME, GLADYS. But this time in Limbe, the town is welcoming. Sea breeze is greeting us and telling us, welcome to The Profile. As we came here, we have been in the company of Mr. Niba Isamu, who will be guiding us to get to Profile. Honorable ETOMBI IKOME, GLADYS, be with us. You're watching the program, The Profile. Good day, sir. This is The Profile joining you this day here in Limbe. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to have you.
All right, and you are Mr. Mr. Niba Isamu. All right, with The Profile, we have been thinking of moving to Limbe, and we're glad that we're meeting you here. Now, we intend to get to the Honorable Member of Parliament and to also have her profiled in the program, The Profile. Right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and greeting me.
All right.
Honorable.
All right. It's a pleasure meeting you. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, we met Mr. Niba. He told us all that is well. That's why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's a pleasure. All right, we have you being in your office.
You had a nice trip from
Oh, it was a nice trip. The
Okay.
Profile traveled safely. Okay. All right, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, madam, how are you? All right, okay.
That's my granddaughter.
Ah,
She
it's your
just came in,
granddaughter.
she just stopped over to say hello,
All right,
and I'm glad she's here.
okay. She will be part of us as we move on. All right. And so we just came in at short notice because with the program, The Profile, we don't always intend letting people know that we're coming because we want to discover who they are without any form of pretense. So we're happy meeting you, and we know you are a very straight iron lady, as we call it.
Well, thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, another day takes us to the program, The Profile, as we did inform you. It is going to be an interesting move to our thousands of televiewers as we get together to watch this interesting production where we will be finding out more about who Honorable ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS is. And of course, join us as we talk with her here in the seaside resort town of Limbe. Honorable ETOMBI, it's a pleasure meeting you in your office this day in the program, The Profile.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And let's begin by finding out what is the magic of your brightness and happiness. We see you looking elegant and beautiful.
Thank you for the compliment. My secret is Jesus Christ in me,
Wow.
the hope of my future.
Thank you very much. And now let's get to the issues at stake. People want to find out who is Honorable ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS in real terms.
Well, ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS is a Cameroonian lady who was born some very many years ago in this beautiful Limbe. Born to parents who were teachers. My father was a teacher. My mother was a teacher. My father is of late, but my mother is still alive. She's 80.
Wow.
7 years old.
That's interesting.
And still very lucid.
That's interesting.
And I In fact, the most important part is that they were Christians and they brought us up in the faith.
Okay.
I'm a practicing Baptist.
All right.
And I love the Lord and I love the things of the Lord.
Okay.
And I went to the Cameroon Baptist Mission School here in Limbe, and then to Seka Baptist College, and then after Seka College I went to, many people don't know this part of me.
That's interesting. I
know. I went to the Prisons Training and Retraining Center.
Wow.
I was in the first batch, and actually was in the first batch of officers trained there. After the training, I did very well, and I was retained to do the Chief Warders course, which I did. And when I left from there, I worked in Bamenda and in Akonolinga. And it is from Akonolinga that I went to the United States of America. I went to school, and I actually got married. And I had one son from that union. He's a big boy now. And well, then I went to England, where I did beauty culture and hairdressing and interior decoration. And then I came back to Cameroon and I started my own business, ETOMBI Enterprise. And I have been ETOMBI Enterprise, the director and founder of ETOMBI Enterprise since 1978.
Wow.
So then, of course, you know, in life you do many little other things, and I have done many, many, many things. I have moved on from one thing to the other, and today I'm here. You have come to me because I'm the parliamentarian. So we thank God for everything.
Going to the United States of America, and then coming back, I'm not continuing with the core, that's the Waters core, but now getting to put in place a ETOMBI Enterprise. What has been the motivating factor, leaving what you have done before with official training and then getting into a ETOMBI Enterprise?
Well, I would just say simply that I discovered that the kind of person I was, I couldn't withstand the suffering of people in the prisons.
Oh.
And it worried my spirit a lot, so I didn't go back. Actually, I had the opportunities of going back because in the ministry I was contacted, of course, because I was doing my work well, but I decided that I would not go back to it. And I've been a fighting person from childhood, so I thought that the best thing was to create my own, create employment for myself and for others.
Okay.
Yes, and that's how I went into ETOMBI Enterprise, which has done many things. As we talk, maybe you would be able to know the things that ETOMBI Enterprise has succeeded to carry out in this country. Yes. I send a helping hand to not only to prisoners, to people who are underprivileged and people that I believe need help. That has been my passion.
Now let's get back to the things you have been able to do. We only hear that you carry out things that have impacts with people in your community or in your environment or your constituency, as we put it. Now let's look at the aspects of education and youth empowerment. What have you been able to do in real terms for all this while in your lifetime?
Oh, well, I think that I have been able to do a little. And I would truly like people to qualify what I have done. But most, in fact, I'm glad to say most of the children that I have sponsored are not barbarians. And I have helped them because I know that the best thing you can do for a child is to educate the child. Because when you are educated, you can be able to help yourself. And that has been my goal. I have done that, and I have children who have gone through their PhD because of the support I've given them. I have pastors who have gone through the seminary. I have people who have gone through the university, first degree. I have those who only went to secondary school.
And we understand that any reasonable or morally upright woman will be thinking of the girl child as being top on her agenda. May we get to know what you have actually been able to do as far as bringing or empowering the girl child, to be precise?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, as ETOMBI, IKOME GLADYS, I have many children, but I have 2 biological children, and they are boys. But I have a passion for girls, and I know the challenges they face, and I try to help them to overcome these challenges and to be able to mature themselves with confidence. Because one of the problems that many of our girls have is that they do not have confidence in themselves. Okay. I do my best to build confidence in them and to help them, to empower them with skills.
Let's get the most challenging part in your life. How can we get that challenging moment in your life?
Well, I would like to say that I have been able to stand up to what I believe and to what I stand for all the time. And I do not let anybody stand over me or intimidate me in that light. So I would just like to say that I've had challenges and I don't let it weigh me down and cause me not to do what I have to do.
Now, have you been able to witness some instances where you have to intervene? For example, a man, in those cases, as we find in the case of Justice Ngasa, always at the forefront.
Yes, well, you know, those things come all the time. Okay. And when people come to me, I try my best to get them to reason together. And you were trying to challenge each other. I always tell the men and the women, I say, you are meant to complement each other. You are not there to fight, to prove, so that you see that you will live happier together because you'll be working to complement each other. And all the situations I have had are different.
Well, you listen to you're watching the voice of, you're watching Honorable ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS talking to us. We will be able this time to take you and have a light walk around her constituency. And when we finish with that, we'll be able to take you to see Honorable ETOMBI back at home. Be with us.
International.
We are taking a short move around her municipality. This time, Honorable, where are we heading to?
Constituency.
All right, constituency. Thank you. So
well, we're moving now to just have a look at the Afreseka monument, and then we will drive down.
When you were growing up, you saw it?
Oh yes.
And what was in your mind each time you see the monument of Afreseka?
Well, I think what comes to my mind is that this town was actually built on the word of God. You see how nice, beautiful, peaceful Limbe is. it's on board, of course.
Now, when some people say limbe is very clean, just like creepy, could we say that you also contribute to the cleanliness nature of it?
Oh, of course, all of us do. Just stand in front of you.
All right.
So, all of us do contribute to making our town clean. So this is our beautiful monument at Alfred Seka, the founder of Limbe. And as you see, it gives you a place where you can see the picture and you can enjoy the sea, the beautiful sea, nature. And I think that many people, if you come here in the evenings, you will find many people in this area taking pictures.
Now, Honorable, so you're taking us, what is the next destination?
We are going to the Buckaroos at Down Beach, where we have roast fish, and many people come from all over the country to come and eat fresh. We have some people selling some arts and crafts. So, our visitors can have some souvenirs to take
Now, the profile team continues profiling your constituency here in Limbe. We call it Fako East with Honorable ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS. Now, from down beach, let's find out from you, while moving towards your residential area, we understand that you are also a promoter of culture. Now, how do you work it out as a cultural promoter?
Well, there are many cultural groups in this Victoria Limbe, and I'm a patron for many of them.
Okay.
But most interestingly is the cultural festival, Limbe Cultural Festival, Festac, which we have annually. It is organized by the City Council, and but I work very closely with them. I'm part of the organizing committee.
All right.
We have the choral groups. You know that singing is part of this area. We sing very well, and all those things put together make the cultural festival a wonderful success.
All right. Now let's touch another part. Just like the Ngondo festival, we hear there's some mysticism sometimes attached to the cultural festival, like probably using a basket to carry water. Do you have that in the cultural display in Limbe?
No, we do not.
Could it be because of the Christian affiliation, or it is?
Well, I don't know, but I just know that I have never seen water being carried in a basket.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. Now, we see you, a daughter of the soil, Bakweran here in Limbe. Now, how do you transfer this cultural aspect to your children? Do they speak Bakwere? Do they dress like the Bakwerians in real terms?
Yeah, we dress a lot like Bakwerians.
Okay.
It's where they do not speak Bakweri perfectly, but they understand.
Okay.
And I hope that they will have an opportunity to become better with it.
Maybe you tell us something about Kwakokombanga soup.
Well, that's the Kwakokombanga soup and Ekwang.
And Ekwang, okay.
Ekwang and Bible Kwakoko. Those are the three main staple dishes.
Yeah.
In our mbanga soup, mostly we use dry fish.
Okay.
We dry the fish on charcoal, and then we use it to cook the palm nut soup. That's what is called mbanga soup. And for the ekwang, you tie it with the little leaves. You can use bitter leaf, you can use cocoa leaf, you can use any of the vegetables that you like.
Okay.
Something which is complete in as you cook it, you mix everything, the palm oil, the fish, the crayfish, inside the cocoyam that you have grated.
Wow.
And then you tie it up with the leaves and you cook it with steam, and then it comes out like a cake. Many come here to see what we have. Of course, you know, we house the headquarters of the CDC, which is second employer to government, and it's just wonderful to be part of this wonderful community.
So, as an honorable member of parliament, have you been able to get fellow, especially foreign parliamentarians, to see Limbe and visit Limbe as a touristic destination?
Yes, there are many parliamentary groups from abroad which come to Cameroon, come to visit Limbe. We also have, unfortunately, we cannot go to Bimbia because we have the slave trade village,
All right.
which many people are interested in. And next time you are here, it will be good to have a ride up that way, so that we can see the slave trade village also.
Thank you.
get my own seat. Let me situate myself.
Why don't you sit on this side?
All
yeah,
right.
wow, good.
Okay.
Sophia, come and put on the lights on that tree.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the other side of Honorable ETOMBI IKOME as we speak here. Don't forget that we are quite taking some time to find out exactly the other side of Honorable. Now, at home, Honorable, we see you very relaxed at home.
Yeah, that's home. Home is home.
Right.
And that's where you have to be most relaxed.
Now, people always ask the question, you are busy 24 on 24, and then when you come home, do you really see yourself relaxing? Because it looks like you always think of doing one or two things or preparing for something for the next day.
Well, I thank God that I have many people who do a lot of the things that normally I would have done.
All right.
And that gives me time to be able to take time off and relax. Because if you do not relax, you cannot function the next day.
And now we were talking about traditional meal. You told us about Kwakoko Bible. You talk about Ekwang itself.
Kwakoko,
Bangaso.
Olanga, that's pounded cocoyam,
all right.
black soup.
Okay.
Those are typical Bakuri dishes.
Now, Honorable, with all of these, which one do you prefer? Which one do you know how to prepare it as an expert that makes you suited when it comes to the preparation?
No, I can prepare all of them.
All right.
But depending on what you want, I thank God that my mom made sure that we can prepare all our native dishes properly. I come from a large family, a family of 8. We have lost 1.
Okay.
So I have 7. We have 5 girls and 3 boys.
All right.
We lost 1 boy. It's a big family, but I'm glad to say all of us can cook well.
Oh, that's interesting.
All with the boys.
Yes. Now, Honorable, this one is interesting. Now, you have a busy schedule. How often do you get into the kitchen? Because surely you have a house help, you have people who assist you cook, as you just mentioned. But the question now is, how often do you go to the kitchen as someone who wants to prepare food for the house?
No, as often as is necessary, and that can be very often. Because there are things that I want to do. Maybe they will prepare all the spices and all the things I need, and I'll go in there and put them together.
All right.
So I go to the kitchen quite often.
And surely we'll be able to see you getting some walk around in the kitchen.
Well, I don't know.
All right. That's what we're going to discover just in a little while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's follow Honorable ETOMBI IKOME GLADYS into the kitchen to find out how she does some preparatory work in getting the kitchen in order. We'll be right back. It has been a wonderful time being with us in this special program, The Profile. Don't forget that it was not quite an easy task, but then being able to take you around the constituency belonging to Honorable GLADYS IKOME, and also getting you to the house to see the other side of the Honorable Member of Parliament. We keep on inviting you to watch the program, The Profile. For more inquiries or contributions, you could always join us with the numbers you find on the screen, +237 675 994599. Tangfa Elvis for The Profile at the seaside resort town of Limbe. Well, televiewers, it's a special day welcoming you to the program, The Profile on Canal Dol English. And of course, we welcome each and every one of you in this special production. And of course, in today's special edition of The Profile, remember, we shall be taking you around the basic issues and of course, profiling people and of course, enterprises that matter as time goes on. Be with us.
Liberty Law Firm. As you can see, this is our reception. Our clients who need our services, want to solicit for our services, always come and wait here, and then thereafter we'll take them to our conference room.